sand courts in Cannes are the finest in southern France.
I'm sure we could seek you out.
Obliged on my account, gentlemen. Perhaps, as Mr. Lockhart is so impressed by your play, he could have the honour of partnering you at Mrs. Wentworth's lawn tennis tea tomorrow.
Of course, I have a slightly better chance.
Is it the way tennis should continue to evolve? I think that if these great memories teach us anything, it's that if played well, tennis is a game of skill, dexterity, guts, determination, but above all, personality. Now, I feel privileged to be part of Wimbledon history. Long may it reign. Oh, and by the way, that ball was on the line.
Conquering not only your opponent, but one of the major championships in tennis today.
There's only one winner in tennis, and it's a big difference between a winner and coming second.
I wanted to win this tournament so badly, but this guy is the best for a reason, and he really deserves a lot of credit.
Of course, someone's got to lose, but in a sense, that made me a better player, and I was more respected because of that, being part of one of the great matches in tennis history.
This was my dream all my life, and nobody even talked about me, and now I'm holding this trophy.
The greatest feeling in the world is holding that plate over your head.
come to the main entrance, we take them away from them. They don't keep them, they get a little replica and of course a nice check to take with them. The trophies stay here. And if you haven't already been in the museum will be open when you get back. The trophies are on display. Have you seen the trophies already? Yeah, so the trophies on display in the museum. So that's, they hold it aloft and that's that. This way over here, so just explain one or two other things. You are now in the Millennium Building here because we've mentioned one or two already, but the great champions of the past worked for the BBC in Wimbledon. John McEnroe, Jimmy Connors sometimes, Boris Becker, Pat Cash, Virginia Wade, Martina Navratilova, Tracy Austin, they all work regularly for the BBC. Tim Henman, who's now retired, I mentioned him earlier, that hill up there, he worked for the first time last year. On his first day of broadcasting, he was up there with Sue, and he started to lose his voice. And so John McEnroe, working in another studio, heard what was going on, came in unannounced, came up here, and in typical McEnroe style, started teasing Henman, saying, "Oh, you can't make it as a broadcaster, get out of here, get back on the court," you know, that kind of thing. So quite amusing when that happened. The players don't...
Okay. There we go.
That must be not blurry.
Too tempting. This one, this one's enough. No, I think it's on a wrong deal.
I got batteries.
Here, a few minutes away, just off Warple Road, but it moved to this site in 1922, when tennis was becoming more and more popular around the world, so the club had bigger and better prices. And it was in 1922 that Centre Court opened. Centre Court, you can see it behind you over there. Unfortunately, on the tour, Centre Court is out of action. It has been for the last 2 years on the tour. 4 hours, 48 minutes of scintillating tennis. The top two players in the world, Nadal and Federer, going head to head. They had done the 2 previous Wimbledons. This time Nadal coming out on top in his first Wimbledon and winning the first man since Bjorn Borg in 1980 to win both the Wimbledon and the French Open in the same year. Let's go. Australia? Australia as well? Yeah. So?
India.
India? Germany, so Boris Becker territory over there. USA? USA? Yeah. USA. We had, I mean, just to show you, we've got quite a small group here today, but last week we had a tour where there were 14 different nationalities in one tour. So tremendous variety of nationalities, just to show you the interest in tennis and Wimbledon around the world. But this is court number 1. This is the second most important court after Centre Court. It's got a capacity of 11,429 seats. So just under 11,500 people can sit here. And you're quite near the top here, but wherever you sit on Court 1, you get an excellent view of the tennis down here. So pillars or columns anywhere, really super view of the tennis. The players say both Centre Court and number 1 court, they really feel the crowds close up to them. There's a very intimate atmosphere. Because some stadiums around the world, you go much higher up, whereas here, the building is of Billie Jean King, Virginia Wade, Andre Agassi, Pete Sampras, Venus Williams, Serena Williams, John McEnroe, Jimmy Connors, Richard Krajicek, Richard Martinez. They've all lost here on court 2, the graveyard of Champions Court. What we do have to wait and see though is whether that nickname transfers, because this year we are having a new number 2 court. The bowl-shaped court you can see on the left-hand side here in the last year, 2008, they built the podium. Last year, it's due to be finished. the right-hand side of the White Chimneys, you can see the bullet-shaped building in the City of London. It's described by, well, called by most people in this country as the Gherkin, the vegetable shaped building designed by Norman Foster in 2004 in the City of London. It's officially called the Swiss Green Tower, but nicknamed the Gherkin. And then way over to the right, you can see the pyramid in the area of the London Dockyards, Canary Wharf. That is the pyramid building, the highest building in Britain at 244 metres high. Near that area, we have the O2 Arena, which is a 20,000-seater concert and sports venue. And from this year to the next few years, we are going to have two big tennis tournaments per year. We've got Wimbledon here, June-July period. Plus, at the end of the year, November, the Tennis Series Masters finals, where the top 8 male players in the world, they've been playing in Shanghai the last few years, coming to London at the Open near that area for the next few years. The Tennis Masters Series finals coming to London.